Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Or if this is your very first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. If you're passionate about creating beautiful spaces that not only look amazing, but also help protect our planet, you are absolutely in the right place. Now, before we dive into today's topic, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and ring that little notification bell so you never miss our weekly dose of design tips, DIYs, and sustainable living inspiration. This channel is all about thoughtful interiors that blend style and substance, and today's topic is one I'm especially excited about. Right, let's get stuck in. Today we're exploring something that's not only incredibly important, but also increasingly popular: eco-friendly interior design. And specifically, how to create a home that's both sustainable and stylish. Now, when people hear eco-friendly design, sometimes the first image that comes to mind is a house made entirely of reclaimed wood and hemp. Or maybe something that feels a bit, well, rustic. But I'm here to tell you that sustainability does not mean sacrificing style. Quite the opposite, actually. With the right approach, you can design a home that's elegant, contemporary, and deeply considerate of the environment. We'll go through practical tips, smart swaps, common mistakes to avoid, and I'll even share a few mini case studies for real-life homes that have nailed the balance between green and gorgeous. Stick with me to the end. You'll leave with clear, actionable steps for making your home a more sustainable place, whether you rent or own. Whether you're redecorating a single room or doing a full renovation. Let's start with why sustainable design matters. Just in case you need that extra nudge, our homes contribute significantly to our carbon footprint, from the materials used in construction and furniture, to the energy we consume, to the waste we generate during renovations and refits. Every decision we make, from the sofa we buy to the paint we choose, has an impact. But the good news? With just a bit of planning and intention, we can design homes that work with the planet, not against it. All right, here comes the good stuff. Tip number 1. Choose natural, renewable materials wherever possible. One of the simplest ways to make your space more eco-conscious is by choosing materials that are biodegradable, low impact, and sustainably sourced. Think of wood from certified sustainable forests, bamboo, which grows quickly and renews itself, rattan, cork, jute, and organic cotton. Let me give you a real-world example. In a project I worked on in Brighton, we replaced synthetic carpets with cork flooring. Not only is cork renewable and biodegradable, it's also antimicrobial, easy to clean, and naturally insulating. A win all round. And when it comes to fabrics, steer clear of polyester or acrylic blends. They're made from plastic and shed microfibers every time you wash them. Instead, go for organic cotton, hemp, linen, or wool, preferably undyed or naturally dyed. Tip number 2. Upcycle and rehome before you replace. We live in a very buy new culture, but one of the most eco-friendly things you can do is use what already exists. Got a tired-looking table? Sand it down, repaint it, or switch out the hardware. Found a vintage armchair at a charity shop? Reupholster it with eco-fabric and it'll be better than new. One of my favorite case studies is from a client in Edinburgh who transformed an entire dining area using only second-hand furniture and a fresh coat of paint. The total cost? Under £300. The environmental impact? Tiny. The style impact, huge. Tip number 3. Be mindful of what's inside your materials, not just what they look like. It's easy to fall in love with the look of a sofa or a rug, but what's it made of? Is it filled with petroleum-based foam? Is the wood composite held together with formaldehyde-heavy glues? Look for furniture with low VOC, volatile organic compound finishes, natural latex foam, FSC-certified wood, and water-based adhesives. The fewer toxic chemicals, the healthier your indoor air. and the better for the environment when those pieces eventually reach end of life. Tip number 4, embrace slow design. This is a biggie. In a world of fast fashion and fast interiors, we're encouraged to redecorate constantly. But true sustainability lies in buying less, but better. Ask yourself before every purchase, do I love it? Will I still love it in 5 years? Is it built to last? I always tell my clients, if you can afford to, invest in timeless, high-quality pieces. Solid wood furniture, handmade textiles, classic silhouettes. These don't go out of style. And even better, they often develop character with age. That doesn't mean you have to spend a fortune. You can absolutely find quality items secondhand or through local makers. It just means slowing down and choosing with care. Tip number 5, be energy smart with your design choices. Eco-design isn't just about what you put in your home. It's about how your home functions. Can you maximize natural light with strategically placed mirrors or lighter paint colors? Can you use thermal curtains to retain heat in winter? How about installing ceiling fans instead of air conditioning? And don't forget lighting. Switch to LED bulbs. They use up to 80% less energy and last far longer. And if you're doing a reno, consider dimmer switches or smart lighting to reduce consumption. Here's a stat that might surprise you. The energy used to light your home can account for up to 15% of your electricity bill. So smart lighting is not just eco, it's economical too. Tip number 6, reduce plastic and synthetics wherever possible. We've already touched on this, but let's dig a little deeper. Plastic might be cheap, but it sticks around for hundreds of years. That means every plastic stool, rug, or accessory you buy has a lasting impact. Start with the easy wins. Swap out plastic planters for terracotta or ceramic. Choose glass containers over plastic for your kitchen. Avoid synthetic textiles and opt for woven, natural ones. And if you need to use some plastic, try to find recycled plastic items and avoid single-use or low-durability ones. Tip number 7, think local. Every product you buy that's shipped from halfway across the world has a carbon cost. By sourcing locally, whether that's handmade pottery from a nearby studio or furniture crafted in your region, you support local economies and reduce emissions. There's also something deeply special about knowing the story behind the pieces in your home. It makes your space feel personal, layered, and connected. In a recent project in Yorkshire, we furnished nearly an entire sitting room using only locally made or second-hand items. Not only did the room have a cohesive, grounded feel, the environmental impact was significantly lower than using big box retailers. Tip number 8, go green, literally. One of the simplest and most beautiful ways to make your home more sustainable. Houseplants. They purify air, boost mood, and connect you to nature, all while looking stunning. Opt for low-maintenance varieties like snake plants, pothos, or ZZ plants if you're new to plant parenting. Just be mindful of how and where they're grown. Avoid plants shipped long distances or grown with heavy chemical use. Local nurseries or plant swaps are a great eco-friendly alternative. Tip number 9, decorate with purpose. Instead of filling every surface with decorative clutter, think about the purpose behind each piece. Can a beautiful bowl also hold keys or mail? Can your bookshelf also display art and serve as a room divider? This is where the minimalist and sustainable design mindsets intersect. They both ask you to be intentional, thoughtful, and practical. Tip number 10, communicate with your trades and suppliers. If you're renovating or hiring someone to build furniture, talk about sustainability upfront. Ask about eco-friendly materials, waste reduction, and ethical sourcing. The more people who ask, the more suppliers are encouraged to offer greener options. I worked with a joiner last year who was surprised but delighted that a client requested only reclaimed wood and water-based finishes. Now he offers that as a standard service. Your voice matters. Now, I promised you a case study, so let's take a quick peek at what all this looks like in practice. Meet Natalie and Josh, a couple in Bristol who recently transformed their Victorian terrace with a focus on sustainability. Here's what they did. Used clay-based paint instead of standard emulsion, completely non-toxic and breathable. Reupholstered their inherited sofa in organic linen rather than buying new. Installed underfloor insulation and thermal curtains to reduce heating needs. Reclaimed timber from a local demolition site for their dining table. Grew their own herbs and indoor veggies on the windowsill using recycled containers. The result? A home that feels warm, lived in, and entirely them. And best of all, they've cut their household energy use by 35% and diverted dozens of items from landfill. All right, we've covered a lot today, so let's do a quick recap. If you want to design a home that's both sustainable and stylish, choose natural, renewable materials. Upcycle and rehome before replacing. Check what's inside your materials. Embrace slow design. Buy less, choose well. Maximize energy efficiency. Minimize plastic and synthetics. Source locally. Add houseplants. Decorate with purpose. Ask suppliers and trades about eco options. Remember, sustainability isn't about being perfect. It's about progress, not perfection. Every small choice matters. Whether you're swapping your plastic rug for a jute one or planning a full-scale renovation, it all adds up. Now I'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know. What's one eco-swap you've made in your home that you're proud of? Or what's one sustainable design tip you're excited to try? If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell so you don't miss the next one. I've got more tips, tours, and DIYs coming your way, and I'd love for you to be part of the journey. Thanks so much for spending time with me today. Until next time, stay inspired, stay intentional, and keep creating spaces that are kind to both you and the planet.